What is up, guys? It's your boy, WillFoxification, back with a panel of amazing and attractive collectors hot and single and ready to mingle tonight. And we're going to get into some serious content, mostly video games, but we're also going to talk about The Matrix. So all I can say is buckle up, because you're in for one hell of a ride. All right, boys. Oh, Leo, you're muted. Sorry.
That's beautiful.
Toya, I'm not single, he didn't mean, he wasn't talking about me.
Yeah, I was like, there's only half of us.
Hey, we're all single tonight, boys.
Yeah, and I just matched for the girl today, so I don't know, dude. It's getting pretty crazy.
Wow,
You matched with a girl?
Be touched soon.
Yeah.
Dean, what app are you using? Using
Christian
Facebook?
Mingle?
Dude, Facebook, actually.
Facebook dating's not bad.
I actually really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because then it'll
Gotta
say
check
if you
it
have a
out.
mutual friends, and you could, like, message those mutual friends, be like, hey, put in a good word.
Oh, or be like, is she crazy? You can
Oh,
know.
dude, I 100% asked. In fact, I was matching with this girl that Zach knows, my buddy Steph knew, and she was like, "No, I don't think she's crazy. We used to work together." I was like, "I don't know."
Don't trust it. Don't trust it. All right. So, how's everyone doing tonight? Let's start with Oxfather. Oxfather, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing so good. I'm here with these beautiful gentlemen. Love to be here.
Dude, we got an amazing panel.
Oh, I'm sorry, and Dean. Love to be here.
The fuck, bro?
Leia, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm nervous, man.
Why,
When
man?
you have Oxfather on the chat or on a panel, bro. I'm nervous as hell, bro, because see, people don't understand what goes on behind the scenes, but Oxfather, on any chat that he's in or any group that he's in, he regulates. You know what I mean? So
He does.
while we're having a discussion with you guys on the background in the private chats, he's like, yo, make sure your mic's turned down. Yo, make sure you're not peeking. Yo, there's a
Dude,
echo.
Yo, get
Well,
the
yeah.
energy up.
Yeah, when you got up a second ago, you put your headphones close to your mic. Immediately, Zach was like, "We have echo. There's echo, guys." We have echo.
Yo, I'm trying to save the show. Look, there's nothing. Look, Dean, the
like-
reason why you don't care is because you never had to edit out that shit for hours and
You're
up
not
to 3 in the
wrong.
morning
Hey,
trying
hey,
to edit some shit together.
I
Yo,
have
you
never,
started this.
I have never taken credit for all that shit. I always give you credit.
Yo, I swear, like I hear him in my dreams. He's like, "Yo, Leo, you're snoring too loud. You might want to tweet that away."
Go to
No,
Cam
that's snoring,
Mike,
just a tad.
the audio tab.
Yeah, you're popping.
Can we add
Yeah,
some,
right.
Can we
Wow,
add
you
some
hate to
EQ to
see
that
it.
snore?
There you
Yeah,
go.
can we, yeah, right.
It's your compression setting out.
Yeah. So, Dean, how you doing today, man? Besides the date, I know you're riding high. You're in cloud 9 right now because you got a new match. So,
Did pretty good. I went shooting yesterday, which was nice. I had bought a new rifle, and I had never shot it before, so I was excited to go do that. So I'm pretty good. Shot a 12 gauge shotgun. Shot at some birds.
Hopefully, you'll do some skeet shooting soon.
Dude, that'd be fun.
dude, I want to do some skeet shooting. I'm coming to Texas.
That was
I got
very
that,
cool.
Zach. That was a good one. But, yeah.
I didn't get that, but now I do.
Yeah, dude, who did your intro song? It's so good.
Oh, dude, the guy's name is, I think, Richard Melbourne. So he was actually referred to me from PJ. So yeah, he does amazing work. So he's done
That
a
was
bunch of all my intro and
crispy,
outro.
bro.
Yeah,
He does the
did.
song in the video or just the song?
So he didn't make the song. He got it from one of those services where you have like a subscription and you can download all this
Yeah.
material. So we just looked up like retro songs and that was one of them. But he made the intro. So he made the
I need
in
to hit
After
that
Effects.
guy up. I think we
Yeah,
need
for sure.
the
I'll send you
intro.
his info. He's amazing. He takes a little bit of time to do your project sometimes. Like he definitely will
not
take his
mine.
time. But if you're in no rush, then he's gonna kill it for you. So.
Hell yeah.
But guys, I'm so happy you're here tonight because we have an amazing slate of topics to go through.
Okay.
And I mean, there were so many great announcements, but I think one of the ones that really shook the internet the most is this one, The Matrix Resurrections. So I'm really interested to hear what you guys think about this because it's funny, Leo, you weren't here yet. I was talking to Dean about this. And like, I think we're both a little bit confused by this trailer. So I don't know if you are as well. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. But basically, like I feel like there's a lot in this trailer, but it's very ambiguous, which is kind of a good thing. I think it shows enough to get you intrigued, but not enough to really explain much. So
Okay.
I think that's kind of exciting. So Leo, I'll let you go first on this one. I don't know if you're more of a Matrix fan than the rest of us. For me, I'm like a so-so Matrix fan. So I'm interested to hear what you think.
Am I a Matrix fan? Are you kidding me? I am a super Matrix. Okay, so listen. let me just kind of sum it up like this, and this will probably help you to understand what's going on. Okay, just to give you some reference points. Now, remember, there was an actual before there was a prequel of. It was an animated prequel of The Matrix before everything happened with Neo. Okay, so when in the animation itself, it sort of gave you an update about how the machines came about. Machines versus society, how the machines themselves were man-made, they were created. But what happened was the machines started mass producing a lot faster than normal. There was a war between man and machine. Machine basically took up residence in Africa, like a certain portion of Africa. So what they started doing was developing their own resources. They started developing products. They started developing cars, sorts of transportation, whereas it can elevate and fly itself, had a mind of its own. So then people started buying more into the machines. Well, because of the way economy was over here in the near future, there was a war between man and machine. Of course, man was basically fighting for an existence. Machine was also fighting for their existence, which they kind of overran. So the only way that man decided to shut machines down is they figured out that those machines fed off of solar power, solar energy. Hence, what happened was they blocked the sun. So when they blocked the sun, they felt as though that would kind of limit, what power resources that the machines were actually receiving. It backfired. What happened was machines actually destroyed man and started feeding off resources using man. Man created energy for the machines. That's where we got the whole Matrix, whatever. Neo being chosen at that particular point as the one was the link between us and the machines. He was like the alpha in a sense. Okay. So if you go through Matrix, you watch basically Matrix 1, Matrix 2, Matrix 3, we are to believe that at the end of it, Neo died. So what we're actually seeing is, and what I think, and this is just a theory, what I'm thinking is this Neo reinserted by the machines, basically him, because you got to remember, in this, we see him with the blue pills, correct? Not the red. We see him with the blue pills. So what I think is that Neil Patrick Harris's character is sort of like by the machines. He's kind of to oversee everything to make sure Neo is following his directive and keeping him in a state to whereas he has no memory of everything else that happened before. But I think that his tie is going to come when he meets of course Trinity, and that's when I think everything's going to be unfolded. But I think right now the version of Neo we're seeing right now is that he doesn't know his past and he's trying to connect to everything that actually happened. Hence, I think this is what we'll possibly see in this film. So that's what I think. That's just my theory.
So, and I'll ask this too as a follow-up to everyone as well, but do you think, I think Hot Toys seems to really like Keanu. So do you think we're going to see like Hot Toys figures from this film? I think at minimum we might see a Keanu, but I would say that's probably it, right?
Hell yeah, we will. We will, because they already had a head sculpt. So it makes sense.
That's
literally they have
because they have the John Wick,
John Wick, yeah.
And the Cyberpunk. So, and that one has the longer hair anyway. So, yeah. So, Dean, what do you think about this trailer? What do you think about Matrix?
Yeah, I was kind of confused. Just because, like I said, how do you go from being the one to being back in the Matrix? But it looks exciting, super cool, right? Like, I love the Matrix. In fact, we just did, it was our movie of the week last week on our show, Zach and I. And, that movie is one of the greatest movies of all time ever. A juggernaut of a film. The trilogy is okay. But maybe this one will right some wrongs, sins of the past. It looks like it will. You and I were kind of discussing if this guy is like a young Morpheus in the trailer. Because he's like wearing the glasses and he's got the pills. Right. And there's just so much in the trailer that it's like, what exactly is happening? But I'm excited, dude. I thought it was coming out a little sooner, but I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, it's coming out pretty soon though, right? Isn't it? Is it December of this year or next year? I forget what it said.
I think it's this year, but I thought it was like
unless it gets delayed, it's this year.
I could have sworn it was like closer. It was going to be in like November-ish.
Yeah,
but a month difference isn't that big a deal. But
yeah. Because I'm trying to think.
But they're going to botch it because it's going to be released in theater, day and day release on HBO Max as well.
I thought,
So it's gonna bomb then. Yeah, I mean it's.
but wasn't John Wick 4 supposed to come out at the same time as this?
It got pushed.
Oh, did it? I was gonna say.
Here's
I
the
haven't
other thing,
seen
Leo.
anything.
This is what I was looking up. So this film is slated to come out the 22nd of December, right? Spider-Man comes out the 17th. That's terrible. Like because Spider-Man's gonna kill it. I mean, it's gonna kill the value.
I'm
of this
just,
film
you
in
know
box
what?
office.
It's going to kill it. It's going to kill the value of box office. But at this point, I don't care. I'm just glad we're getting material in December to celebrate
True.
over.
It's-
We'll have
it's
a
just
whole bunch
dumb,
of
but-
films. But it is dumb that they would actually. But see, the thing is, we're talking about HBO Max, Warner Brothers. Bro, they're doing this. It's kind of dumb. Day and day release. They're actually going to shoot themselves in the foot. That's why I'm so glad that Marvel decided to do Eternal strictly in theater.
Yes.
I'm so happy about that. So this is, like I said, right now, I'm going to watch it because I am a Matrix fan. 3, a lot of people didn't like, but I enjoyed it. But, I mean, at the same time, I mean, I just want to see what they're going to do. Now, mind you, it's only one of the Wachowskis. The other one's not doing it. It's only one of them that actually directed this film. But I bet you she probably has some influences from the other. But yeah, I mean, it's just going to be exciting to watch. I'm just so glad we're getting that back. And, bro, Carrie-Anne Moss, bro, who
She's so great.
she's one of the most beautiful women in the world, bro. Like, she's a really, really dope character. So I'm excited to see her.
Dude, she's still really beautiful.
Yeah,
And-
like she's amazing, bro.
So, Zach, give me your thoughts on this trailer, man, because I don't know how big of a Matrix fan you are. I know you guys talked about this film recently on
Zach
your...
is in the Matrix right now.
Hell yeah, baby.
He really is. I'm trying to find the
Seeing
shot
green.
of Carrie-Anne Moss. I know Dean was talking about this shot of... Leo, I know you know the actor's name. He played Candyman. It's like I forget his name, but he was fantastic.
Yeah,
in it.
I forget his name.
And he was in other stuff too. I forget.
Yahya Abdul. Yeah, Yahya Abdul. something
Yeah,
like that.
but like this trailer is like, and I think
It's at
this is-
35 seconds.
This is the shot. Yeah, I think that we were like, oh, Morpheus, relation or Morpheus connection of some kind. So, but we'll see. But so Zach, give me your thoughts on the trailer real quick.
I thought it was really good. I think the thing that is going to be interesting is back when the first Matrix came out, and I think even up till the last one, like the way that we use computers back then, is totally different to how we use computers now. Like we have VR, and I mean, like we talked about on our show, like you could just learn so much from computers, and I mean, people spend all their time, even like playing computer games where like you're in different worlds. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how they kind of broach that subject because, in 1999, I mean, computers were not anywhere near as great as they are now. But I'm excited. I honestly thought, that Neo had died at the end of the third one.
Right.
That was what I kind of got from that, but it's been so long since I've seen it. But I do really like that they're going back to that universe because it was such a groundbreaking franchise back then. So to bring it back, like 15 years after the last one, I think it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely exciting for me, and having Lael talk about it gets me more excited about the film, just because it's been a while since I've seen The Matrix, to be honest. Like, I've seen all three of them. I watched all three of them multiple times as kids. I went to see them all in theaters. I really enjoyed them all because I was younger. Like I didn't really go in with like super high expectations with it. I just went in to have fun, and that's what it offered. I mean, so there wasn't really much more to it than that. But the first one for sure is the best in my opinion, from what I recall. Like the first one, just him becoming the one, at least in the first film, and sort of accepting his purpose. I think that was really, really powerful. So to me, that just is the overall best film. It's the tightest narrative. But this one, it shows, like I said, it shows a lot without showing a lot. Like there's a lot of things that get you excited, but there's not a lot there that really like spoils much of the film or really lets you know really where it's going. So unless you're like a diehard like Lael who knows a lot of this, this universe, then like I think you're gonna have to like sort of put the pieces together before you go see the film. And I like that. I'm not super hopeful that it'll be like amazing. I'm hoping that it's good. Like the trailer like gets me excited, but it's not like I'm like, oh my God, I got to rush out to see this immediately. Like I definitely want to see it, but I'm cautiously optimistic about it. So do you guys agree with Lael? You think we're going to get maybe like at least Keanu from this line?
Yeah, I mean they did it with Neo or in the
Yeah.
original Matrix movie. They didn't make anybody else like.
Yeah, no Agent Smith. Yeah.
Like
You know, they
that's
do.
a travesty because that's just a dude in a suit. Like I could understand if like maybe you were like, I don't know, Trinity might be hard to tackle because of the outfit she wears or just whatever. But like not even an Agent Smith. Like jeez, man, come on.
And Morpheus from the original. I mean,
Right,
like,
dude, and that leather jacket, dude.
I
That,
mean-
that, like,
Iconic.
or it's like a alligator skin purple
Yeah.
trench coat. Like that's so.
that would have
fucking
presence
cool, dude.
with his glasses.
Super iconic,
Dude.
bro. Yeah.
That would
So
have
it's
super
like
presence.
you didn't give us either of those characters. Like that's fucking
Yeah.
not good. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say if we'll get anybody else, but I mean, I doubt that they won't give us at least a Neo.
I think we'll get a Neo, but I think one thing we talked about, Leia, like the box office thing, I think that'll matter to Hot Toys. I mean, they'll probably already have something in development, but I think they're probably only going to make a Keanu if I were to guess. I think that would be it. And especially if the film doesn't do well at the box office, which I don't have a good feeling about it. Just the timing of it, and like you said, them putting it on HBO Max at the same
Day
time.
and day release. That's what's going to
Like
hurt them.
it just doesn't bode well for the box office results. Like Suicide Squad got hurt by that too. So
And all we got from them so far is King Shark.
exactly my point. Yeah, exactly. Like it's just like there should have been a Bloodsport. No doubt about Harley. There's multiple Harleys you can make. I mean, it's just so. What do you think, Zach? You think we're getting another Neo here?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think they like Keanu. They have, at this point, 2 figures of him. So I definitely could see them making one.
Yeah.
But I don't
so,
think
too.
we're gonna get the rest of the cast.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, guys. So before we move on, I totally forgot to address the chat. So let's do that real quick. My double is here. He always wants to be first. So whoever comments first, he always asks them to delete their comments. That's exciting. Lewis Libitz. Yo, Lewis. How's it going? Lynch Design. Good to see you, man. Simon. What's going on, everyone? Guys, looking forward to the stream. Gilbert. Yo, what's up, everyone? Gilbert is here. Joe Mama Will. Joe, how you doing tonight, man? Brad Walker. Brad Walker is here. OG fan when Star Wars was just Star Wars. Hello,
My
hello.
guy. Yeah.
Comics. Comics said the Foxy Weekly. I guess we could call it that. But I don't need that much of a spotlight. Night of Ren 789. Emmanuel, one of the best dudes out there in the collecting game for sure. Super nice. He always offers me so much support. So Emmanuel, thank you. OG Star Wars fan. Will C, a fellow Will. I salute you, sir. Toya the Queen. The Queen is in the house, so I'm so excited to see her. Let's see. Linda, just talking about the Matrix. Saw the preview. Big Collector. Are you ready for Pennywise to drop? Hell yeah, and I know Lael is because he wants me to stop talking about it. Well, because, see, Zach, here's the thing. I predicted with Justin. I think Iron Patriot is next, and then Pennywise is after that. And I got Pennywise on first batch order, so I'm excited. Okay, saw the first 2 movies. Linda, Doc Smizzle is here. Daryl Smith. Bob Dylan, gonna do the movie. Why they I don't think they recast Morpheus. It could be a young Morpheus, but I don't know. What layout do you think it is? I'm the more thinking about it, I'm kind of more inclined it's not.
I think it's definitely a younger version of him.
You think so? Okay.
I think so. I think I'm inclined to believe that it's a younger version of him than anything else. That's just what I'm looking at right now. I think it is definitely a younger version.
Gotcha.
Because the thing is, it makes sense. It just, again, it's how and on top of that, it's crazy because I am kind of upset that Lawrence Fishburne isn't in it, but he was like, yo, they never even asked. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know where they're going with it, but yeah, we'll see. As long as there's a decent, solid story, and as long as there's not a lot of rhetoric, because I think that's what
Right.
kind of shot the second film and the third film in the foot, is because there was a lot of jargon back and forth, a lot of technical things that they were trying to explain and convey to the audience. And they were like, yo, what the hell are you talking about? And I just think that if they kind of dumb that and dull that down and just give us a really decent, solid story, then, we can just move with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, so this Matrix better be good. Super stoked. I agree, Big Collector. The first one is my favorite. Chess Verdon. I agree. Daryl said just needed to be solid. Yes. Let's see. And I think we got pretty much everyone there. Okay. So with that, guys, let's move on to our next topic here. And I think this one is really going to get people excited. The KOTOR remake for PS5. This one, I know Leao and I are super stoked about it, right? Because this one is just like it kind of came out of nowhere, but I think Leao, you and I had talked about it at one point, saying that like that we think that this was going to happen. Like this was there was rumored. It was pretty much supposedly the reports were saying it's confirmed. It just hasn't been announced
It
yet.
was
But
pretty much
right. But I know you and I were like cautiously optimistic again, saying like, hey, let's wait and see. Let's see what happens. Like I don't want to get our hopes up, right? So, but our hopes have arrived because this trailer dropped, and boys, I'm gonna share this picture. When this happened, oh my God, it was one of those nerd moments where you just like it's one of the best things. Look, one of the best trailers I've ever seen, despite the fact that it didn't really show all that much. Because this is what it did show.
Yes.
This character right here.
Yes. Yes.
This is, I know, Leia, this is so important to you and I.
Yes.
I don't know about the rest of you guys here.
It's
so we're gonna
important.
get your
It's
thoughts.
important to Dean, and it's important to Oxfather because I said it is.
Okay, so let's start with Oxfather then. Let's go top to bottom. Oxfather, give me your thoughts on this KOTOR remake announcement.
Well, Knights of the Old Republic, I think, was one of my favorite games as a youngin. I played as a youth in my youth. I played the hell out of this game. I think I played it so much that like the disc stopped working and I had to buy like a new game.
Yeah.
And I haven't played it since back then. I think it's good that it's getting some love, though. I don't really like the trend where like old classics get remade. I'd rather just have like a sequel or money put into something new. But I am excited. I know there's some kind of things out there that we won't talk about, but just kind of things that we're a little worried about. But I mean, I think in general, one of the greatest games of all time being remade. I know the Final Fantasy VII remake. I know Dean initially, I don't think you liked it too much, but I think it eventually grew on you. So, I think people just have to understand that it's not like a reskin; it is a remake. So there's going to be things that are different that you might not like, things that you might really like. But I think everyone, if you're a fan of Knights of the Old Republic, I think you got to be excited.
For sure. So, Dean, what do you think about this?
Yeah, if it's a true remake, I don't think there should be any problems. Zach brought up Final Fantasy VII. Will, you and I have talked about this behind the scenes. We're planning a show, but that's not a remake. That's a reimagining.
Right.
And the title is a little misleading, but once you understand the remake isn't the game, it's the timeline. It makes sense. And yeah, Zach, I was able to go back and enjoy that game more. This, though, I mean, I'd be shocked if that's what they were going to do. Yeah. It better just be a fucking straight remake, honestly. Yeah. Updated battle systems. Because I bought KOTOR on Steam a few years ago because it's a fucking amazing game. And dude, after you've played something like The Force Unleashed or Fallen Order, and you're swinging around a lightsaber, flying around the screen, force pushing people off cliffs, like it's hard to go back and play KOTOR. Yeah, because it's almost like an MMO where you just like input commands and then they run around and do it. Not to take away from the game, because again, the game is still really incredible. Yeah. It's just like very difficult to like enjoy it the same amount.
The way you did it, because it's so like games are so far advanced now.
Yeah, you had nothing to compare it to.
It's dated.
It's very dated.
The only thing I think that's different or that will always remain is the storytelling and how well the story was told. Right. That stands the test of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that honestly, I mean, we talked about it on Leo's channel the other day. Like, this game changed the way people made video games from then on. Like, this game really wasn't just a genre breaker; it was a whole industry changing game. Like, I mean, this is a juggernaut. So I'm excited. I was blown away that they finally announced it. Because like you said, it's been like rumored. Like they're gonna do it, but it's like, okay, but when? Like they keep saying it like over and over and over again, and then it's like, oh, it's gonna be a TV show. Like, oh, okay, well that's kind of lame. And then it's like, no, it's gonna be a new comic series. It's like, okay, and now we finally have it officially announced. It is a video game. It is a remake. It's not hopefully not a retelling.
Yeah.
But I'm so stoked. I cannot freaking wait to relive KOTOR.
Hell
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll jump in real quick, Leo, because I want to say something real quick. I think the guys made a really good point. Like, I think it's almost like a Hot Toys, right? A remake and a reissue are two different things, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think this, like, a remake and a remaster are two different things.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
a remaster is literally taking the same game and reskinning it. Like
Yeah.
that's so like if they basically just took the original KOTOR, upgraded the graphics, like made it like 4K for PS5, and like left it exactly as is, that would be a remaster. But this is a remake, so I think it's going to be more along the line of kind of what Dean is mentioning, like Final Fantasy VII. I think it's going to be something more like that. Like, and I think the director was talking about it. I was watching him talk about it after the stream, or sort of at the end of the stream. He was saying that like they're keeping the integrity of the story. Like I think it's probably about 60 to 70%, integral, like the original, right? So like they're going to change some things. So I think I do want people to be prepared for that, because I don't think this is going to be like a beat for beat of the original with updated graphics and a new combat system. I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is going to be a little bit different, because I think it's just kind of how remakes are nowadays. I think, like they remake it like, but they don't want to make it exactly the same in a lot of cases. That's just a remaster in that case. So for me, like, I'm really excited for this. I think it's going to be fantastic. Like when I saw this trailer, like, I told you, Leo, like I had like a man tear shed. Like I was like so excited, because like for real, man, seeing Revan on the screen and like these type of graphics, and seeing what the role he's going to play in this new game, like, dude, I could not be more excited for that. Like, I mean, I have a Revan cosplay. I love Revan. We have that XM statue on order. Like, now it makes me want to go and get Malik, to be honest.
That's what I was just thinking. Like, I'm going to have to hit our boy up and be like, hey, can you add the Malik to that?
You know what I saw, by the way, Leo? We can share this. I saw on Spec Fiction, the Malik and Revan combo set is on waitlist now.
Is it?
Yeah, but Malik by himself is still available.
It's
so
still
if we want
available.
him, we could just grab him.
You can get Malik. Okay, got you.
Because we already got Revan. So, but Leo, sorry, go ahead. What do you think about this KOTOR remake?
I'm excited. I'm super excited. And anything that you can actually do, like I said, if they don't take away, like you said, the integrity of the story, if they keep that the same, I welcome any and all other changes. If they, if they keep the integrity and they want to expand on certain things, if they want to do like a backstory, kind of like give us like details of what happened, we can visually see it. Even if they started the game with like a prologue or epilogue, just to kind of like us to see what happened, way before. I mean, that would be decent too. But again, I mean, I'm just excited that we're getting the game. I'm definitely taking off 2 weeks of work to basically play this game. I will be. You probably won't see me on anybody's live stream. I won't be live streaming. I will that whole week be submersed in this game, and then I'll give my my critiques after that, because you got to basically play both light and dark side. That's going to take some time.
Yeah.
And that's not spoiling it for anybody who's never played the game. Like, just if you've never played the game, you are in for a treat. You might want to go back now before it's released. I mean, you can actually get it on your phone. It just kind of like, just go back and just, kind of get yourself reacquainted or acquainted with the story the way it was back then. But, I mean, to see Revan, to see Bastila, to see the rest of the characters on through my console again, just updated, like, I'm super excited. Like, it's like, and you know what? And this is going to sound crazy. I hope to God that they release it around Christmas. I hope it's going to be released in like November, December, because it just, bro, like, Christmas has become such a staple for Star Wars releases, when it comes to film. So if they release it then and they don't release a movie, because I'll just be super excited. Like, I will seriously be super excited. I'll probably do like a pre-show before I start playing. By the time I'm done playing it, I'll probably have an afro, full beard, old. But, I'm just excited about it. I can't wait till it comes. I can't wait till it drops. and thankfully enough, again, hopefully, if you don't already have a PS5 now, if you can pretty much try to get your hands on one right now, I would do it. You know, I was fortunate enough to get it. You know, Will has his. A lot of people I know has theirs. You know, if you're fortunate enough to get your hands on one, try to get it now before that game's released. You know, just make sure that you know, once you get the game, you might want to hit up AUXFather so he can tell you how your audio is, to make sure your audio in the game.
You're not wrong, baby.
It's true, man.
It's
if you're in
true.
a party chat, he's like, "Will, lower your volume just a
Yeah,
little
exactly. Exactly.
We're playing
but-
Call of Duty. Yeah.
Exactly right, but yeah, that, did he do that for real?
No, but I could see him doing it.
Yeah, I can
I
see
see
him
it in
doing
my
that. No, but nah, actually, I'm super excited, man. I can't wait for this game. The trailer that we got, and I love the simple fact that they gave us Revan, and it was just enough. You heard Bastila Shan's voice in the background, and they gave us just enough of Revan, and was like, "Yo, are you crazy? Yo, that was insane!" And just knowing that we got that Revan statue coming. Now, here's the question. Now, we talked about this the other day. AUXFather, I don't know if I want to get your take on it once you talk about it, but do you think we will get, now I know we got a statue, but do you think that we'll get a 1/6 scale version of this character?
That's what I want to know.
100%.
You think so?
In the VGM line, 100%.
Okay, cool.
I can't imagine.
But you know
Hot
what's
Toys
interesting?
Wouldn't.
They didn't touch Fallen Order at all.
I know.
That's what gives me pause. Because
Fallen Order wasn't as popular as Knights of the
Yeah.
Old Republic, though.
Same with
true.
like Battlefront
That's true.
2. They didn't touch the. Was it the Black and Red Squad? Inferno
Yeah,
Squadron?
yeah,
They didn't
they
touch
didn't-
them, but that game wasn't that well received either.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's interesting is Fallen Order. I think was still pretty popular. It's not KOTOR popular, but I think it's still pretty popular. Like the fact they didn't do a Cal Kestis or a Second Sister at all. Like
Yeah.
it just that very much surprised me. I thought they would totally do a
But
Cal
this
Kestis
is going
at
to be
minimum.
this is going to be huge. This is going to be a
It is gonna
huge
be
release for the console, PS5 console. This is going to be just as big as Spider-Man, and basically we're going to get, pretty much other versions. So I believe it is highly possible that we'll get one. I
Yeah.
think we will. I think it's, who knows? They might surprise us and say no, but I think we will get one.
Yo, that Revan and Malik though, layout. Ooh,
Right?
it is.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to probably pre-order that. Malik, bro.
maybe we messed up. Maybe we
I
messed up.
know. don't tell PJ that.
I
But
know,
I think, bro. Like seriously, like I think I'm gonna have to do it. I think I'm gonna have to actually get that. It's still up. You said it's still available. Oh,
I
why'd
think
you
you
tell
can
everybody now, bro?
Yeah, everyone's gonna
Like,
go rush and get
Threw
him.
you under the bus.
You know
I
what I mean?
know.
You was gonna tell
I know.
everybody now.
I
They're gonna
shouldn't have
jump
told
on
anyone.
Spec Fiction and try to grab it, bro.
Hey, grab it while we're still streaming, dude. You'll be all right. But yeah, so I'm really excited for this. I'm with you guys. I think they probably will make a Revan, but Hot Toys. But I don't want to bank on it. Like I might buy 2 Revans because I love Revan that much. But I just like I just feel like they didn't touch Fallen Order at all. Like you said, Aux Daddy, they didn't give us, they didn't give us Battlefront stuff. I mean, there's a lot of Black Series of those, but like nothing from the Hot Toys line. So that's very concerning. But nonetheless, I think this is going to be really exciting. One comment I think I want to hear you guys talk about. Lynch Design said, I don't think this will be turn-based. Totally not. It's not going to be turn-based. That's just
It'll be
my...
updated.
Yeah, it'll be like Final Fantasy, like that, Dean, right? That's an example I always come back to. Like, it was turn-based originally. Now it's sort of, I guess, would you call it live-action combat? Like, I don't
There's no name for it.
I don't know what the term is.
Real
but it's
time?
like... What'd you say?
Is it real time?
Real time would make sense. Yeah. Real time would make sense. Real time combat. So you're like, you're making all the decisions in real time. So instead of a turn. So... Like that, I don't think KOTOR would be turn-based. I think they're going to update that for sure. It's going to kind of take a book out of Fallen Order, I feel like with the moves and things like that. And I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't played the original, but I'm wondering if they're going to maintain the integrity of the original storyline as far as, insofar as like with the Revan thing. Like you know what I mean? With you being the character and like Revan being involved in that character's journey. Like, I wonder if they're going to keep that. What do you guys think?
I hope so. I really hope they don't change it too much.
Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, it's just a matter of, I really don't want them to, change too much about it. Bob Dylan said, and the sequel, they got to make KOTOR 2. They're going to make 1. They got to make 2. King Dingling's in the house, by the way, guys. What's up, guys? King Dingling. Knight of Ren, Revenant's a badass, no doubt. No, I haven't seen that. YouTuber Unreal Cinema working on a remastered version of KOTOR. Permission from LucasArts. No, that sounds amazing though. Yeah, Star Killer. That would have been a cool hot toy. Yeah, real time. Doc Smizzle says. I think you're right, Zach. Jazzy says, "What's up? What's up, Jazzy?" All right, guys, let's move on to our next topic because this one is also very exciting. This one came out of completely nowhere. So this, I'm like, I think maybe you guys might be a little bit more excited about this one than I am, but it definitely was a shock in the right kind of way. Let me pull up the picture here. Insomniac has dropped maybe their most anticipated one to date. Because when this happened, I was like, wow. I was hoping it wasn't like Marvel Studios who made the Marvel Avengers game. And the Guardians of the Galaxy game they're making. I have no interest in that myself, but Insomniac's making this. So this is a whole different beast. Leo, what do you think about this Wolverine game? I know they didn't show too much, but does it get you excited? I'm
super excited. Man, look, the more Marvel characters you actually tend to give us, if they want to actually go down that road, I'm hyped. I'm hyped for it. Any chance that we'll actually see, Sabretooth or Omega Red, or basically if we, see anybody from Weapon X, if we can go back and, tell that story, even if they give us Dakin, even if they give us X-20 motherfucking 3, I'ma cry, because I am an X-23 super fan, bro. Straight up, I love that character. So anyway, like I said, I'm super hyped to see how it goes. And hopefully, like I said, even through this particular game, we can get the rest of the X-Men. We can see a hint of them. So you already know I'm excited. This is a day one for me. Anything that they release now of this line, I'm in.
Yeah, it's super exciting. Dean, what do you think?
Yeah, I think Insomniac proved their mettle with Spider-Man. Again, coming out with Spider-Man 2. We'll talk about that in a second. So this announcement, super fucking exciting.
Yeah.
Not only it's probably going to be a really cool game, but the fact that Hot Toys loves making Insomniac Spider-Man figures, it's a pretty high chance that anything that comes out in this game, we might see in a Hot Toys version. I hope, I don't know if you guys remember, but Wolverine Origins had a video game. I think it was on the Xbox. And like whenever Wolverine would get shot, like his flesh would go away. And then eventually it would just be like a skeleton. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
See, I never played that one, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it's old.
It's an old game, but it's still
old
crazy.
Game. But like, it was such a cool part of the game that I kind of hope that we get to see in this. Because that's like really, other than like maybe like Deadpool, that's really the only character you would ever see that.
Yeah.
But I mean, just the possibilities of who we would see, like Leo said, Omega Red, Sabretooth, maybe even a Deadpool, Magneto, especially Magneto.
Yes.
Zach, you're a huge Magneto fan, so that's good for you.
Magneto,
Lady Deathstrike.
The fucking Hulk, I mean, you name it. Like Wolverine fucking comes into contact with damn near everybody. So
everybody,
like, the possibilities in this game, not only as a gameplay standpoint, but as a collector standpoint in terms of Hot Toys, I mean, dude, sign me up, right? Like it's probably again, I have no doubt that it's gonna be at least fucking awesome, right? Insomniac is just Lynch Design down here says it's proven. Like I don't even have to like wait to kind of like see it. Like, oh, am I gonna get it? I'm gonna get it. Like, so I'm stoked.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I think that Insomniac has definitely proven themselves with that Spider-Man game. That game was incredible. The gameplay, the story, the character, everything about it was amazing. I cannot wait for the second one, which we are going to talk about next. But Wolverine, I really hope that they make a Hot Toys version or multiple versions of this character because I think people would totally be all over it. Don't you think, Leo? I mean, I think people are desperate for Wolverine.
Hot Toys does it.
Not Sideshow.
I want Hot Toys
Right.
to do it. Trust me, I stressed Hot Toys. I want them to do it.
Hold on, maybe I should solo you. Hold on.
No single jointed elbows, no claws that fall out your hands, and multiple expressions. Hot Toys to do it. Hot Toys.
There we go. There we go, baby. That's a message for you, Hot Toys. Listen to the king. Okay? He needs a Wolverine. We all need a Wolverine, honestly, to be honest, a good one. So, Ox Daddy, what you thinking about Wolverine? Fill me in.
I'm pretty excited. I wish Xbox got some love this week. Like, holy shit, I don't have a PlayStation, so I'm kind of like upset. But I think Dean's right. You know, Insomniac made not arguably the best Spider-Man game of all time. Like, they just made the best Spider-Man game of all time.
Oh, yeah.
And then they followed it up with the Miles Morales game, which I've heard is really great as well. I think Wolverine's one of those characters, fan favorite. You know, hasn't really had the greatest video games, you know, throughout the ages, but I think this is such a smart choice. It opens up a whole other roster of heroes and villains that you could cameo in this game, and I mean, I think this is a slam dunk decision.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, and I think it's probably likely that we'll receive a Hot Toys figure from this game. I think that's the most likely outcome, just because it's Wolverine, and we've never really had the chance to make a Wolverine yet, because he's always been, you know, I mean, they've made, you know, some of Days of Future Past and whatever else, but make a Marvel, either MCU or video game Wolverine, and this is just a unique opportunity. So I think it's just really exciting. And wait till we get Wolverine in the MCU, then we're really going to be happy. So that's going to be super exciting.
True.
So yeah, guys. So I think, what would you put the odds on, you know, Hot Toys making a character from this game? What do you think?
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
You think so, Dean?
It's a really safe bet. Yeah.
Okay. You think so? Yeah.
Yeah, they're still not. I mean, they're still not coming out with new Iron Mans. So they got. Well, I don't know. They reissued Mark 1, so.
That's true. They did reissue the Mark 1.
And they've been making their way through all the Spider-Mans, so. I think it's a safe bet.
Okay. Yeah, I think so too. I'm going to say this is probably like a 70-80%. What do you think, Leo?
I'm going to say 80.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm going to say 80. I think they will, because like I said, they're not stupid. They Hot Toys do it though.
Yeah. And I think this next topic is going to be super interesting, because this one has been the subject of much discussion.
Already in the chat. Look at that.
Yep, it's already in the chat. I'm going to pull it up in a sec, because this has already been, and this is one that I'm super interested in, because I want to prove that I was right and that I say things that are correct every now and then. Let's see. This right here, boys. This Marvel Spider-Man, where they announced and teased a Venom. From what we can see, there's no spider on the chest, but they did kind of tease the logo at the end of it. You know, it was the Spider-Man logo, so maybe there's going to be something in store. We can't really see. The shot's cut off. Like, we can't really see. But nonetheless, this game, honestly, guys, I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on this, because I think this one almost stole the show in some ways, because of the announcement of fact that you got Peter, you got Miles, and you got Venom, you got Kraven. You got a lot going on here. So, Oxfather, fill me in. What do you think about this Spider-Man trailer?
I mean, it's like the sequel to the greatest Spider-Man game of all time. I mean, and you're bringing in in my opinion, the greatest Spider-Man villain of all time, in Venom. I think, you know, the whole thing with people wanting to wait for a Venom with this logo. I honestly think that this is your greatest chance, like their best chance, because I cannot see them doing that in live action. I'm sorry. I know that people want it, but
exactly.
You know, the fact that it's not the same studio, but the fact that we didn't get Wolverine in the classic suit for like 40 movies that he was in, I can't see them throwing us a bone and giving us Venom with the logo on the chest. So I think this is the best shot to get that figure. But game-wise, I mean, you know, Ultimate Spider-Man, I think it was for the GameCube when it came out, but that was one of my favorite games of all time. And I think it would be cool if in this game you could also play in parts as Venom. I think that'd be really cool. But I think this is great. I think this trailer, for me, even including Knights of the Old Republic, I think this was the one that struck me as being the best chance of being like an absolute banger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I think it looks really, really good. So I'm excited. I think people are gonna really eat this one up like they did the first one. But what do you think, Dean?
Yeah, in fact, this trailer was actually captured on a PS5. The Wolverine one was not. That was all pre-rendered. So the fact that this game looks this good this early, holy shit. But yeah, dude, the announcement of Venom, I didn't see it coming. I don't know if it's, maybe I just don't know, but the guy talking in the video, do we know who that's supposed to be?
I think it's Craven, from what people were saying.
Okay. Because I was like, I don't recognize that voice.
Wasn't
I
it?
thought
Yeah, I think that's who it was, right?
Craven.
Yeah,
Okay,
talking
yeah.
in the
It
trailer.
was Craven talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So which means we'll see Craven in the game, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, Spider-Man always takes on more than one enemy, and
Yeah.
he's got fucking Miles with him now.
Yeah.
so
Exactly.
that's
You got to
gonna be
have
fucking
multiple.
cool.
You got to have like almost a Sinister Six, maybe.
But I think Zach is right. Not only are you going to play as Spidey, but you're going to play as Miles, and I think you're probably going to get to play as Venom as well.
Oh my
He's just,
God.
Love
dude, he's
it.
just one of those characters. Like, you can't just have him in the background, dude. He's a
No.
fucking
Yeah.
an A-lister, bro. Like, you
Yeah.
can't just not play as Venom.
Do you think Venom's
Yeah.
going to be somewhat conflicted, like maybe good in this game a little bit, or is he a pure villain? You think?
He'll probably
Wasn't he
start
almost like
off
an
as a villain.
anti-
He's going to be anti-hero.
Yeah, he's like an anti-hero. So you think
Yeah.
maybe he team up with Spider-Man to fight a bigger threat?
Ooh,
I
that'd
think
be spicy.
see the thing is like we're all missing the simple fact that okay, we're getting Craven in this game as well, right?
Yeah.
And we've pretty much gotten almost all the other villains. Who knows? We might even see a Sinister Six in this game, bro. Like literally, we
Well,
could
the
see.
Sinis-
We could see. But what I'm saying is we could see a Sinister Six rendition, whereas a team up, whereas we might get Miles and all of them fighting them. So it won't just be them, Miles and Spider-Man by itself, but it might be, Miles, Spider-Man, and Venom. And we could even get like a Gwen Stacy in this game. Bro, you never know who is hidden in this game and what they're hiding, because they showed, like, seriously, like they showed their hands quick with this. I mean, literally showing us Venom. Like they knew exactly what they were gonna do, bro. Like they killed it with this game. They knew by releasing this. It was like, yo, that presentation. It was nonstop. It was just nonstop. I didn't have to see anything else afterwards, bro. And on top of that, you're going to get different skins. Hot Toys going to release more figures. We're going to get probably another advanced suit or an updated suit. Man, I'm all in. I'm all in like a motherfucker.
Yeah, me too, Leo. I'm totally all in on this one. I think this looks incredible because I love the first game, the one by Insomniac, and the Miles Morales one was like pretty good. Like it was great in its visuals and its gameplay. Like the story, it grabbed me. It didn't quite grab me as much as the first one did, but I really liked Miles. I really liked Miles a lot, and I really like Miles in Spider-Verse too. I think he's a really fantastically written character, but I can't wait to see them actually team up in a full game with him and Peter, and then Venom coming into play, plus Craven, plus every other villain you're going to get in this game. Dude, some of the stuff in the first game that was happening, especially the helicopter scene in the city, like, oh my God, dude. It's like some of the most cinematics that I've ever seen in a video game. I mean, it was crazy. Like, the storytelling that went on in that game and, like, the gameplay and all of it combined created just such an immersive, like, fantastic Spider-Man experience that really competes with the best of the Spider-Man experiences. I mean, it's top tier Spider-Man content. I'm sure you guys probably agree with that, right? Mm-hmm. Like, no doubt about it. I mean,
It's one hell of a time to be a Spider-Man fan. I will say that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
It's
Not only with the MCU movies coming out, but with the games, like, just all arounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is. I mean, you got Spider-Verse 2 coming out. You got like No Way Home with all these other Spider-Man in it and all these other villains. You got this Spider-Man game. Hot Toys is making every Spider-Man, so Leal's gonna get them all. So like everyone's
Yes.
gonna be happy, right? So everyone's gonna be happy who's a Spider-Man's fan.
Yes.
So I'm really excited. About that.
Somebody wants me to do something really quick. Hold on.
Oh my God! Hold on, let me
up?
solo you. Isn't he supposed to be working right now?
Where's he? Oh, there he is. I just wanted to tell Will that I'm still prettier than you, and The Last of Us is a masterpiece. That's it.
Wow.
That's what he wanted to tell you.
See, Leo.
That's what he.
I wish I could ban him from the stream. If he were here, I would kick him. I'm gonna kick him from the next one. Right when he comes in, he'll talk. I'll be like, banned, banhanded, baby.
Wow.
He's definitely not prettier.
Hate
So
to see
definitely
it.
not prettier. And Last of Us 2 is not a masterpiece. I don't even. Want to
No, Last of Us 2 is straight hot dumpster fire.
It's garbage. It's garbage.
It's just
So
not good.
anyway, guys. So from this Spider-Man game, predicting figures that we're gonna get from Hot Toys, we're probably gonna get a new Peter. We're probably gonna get another Miles. Maybe the suits will be different. There'll be some variations. Do you think we get a Venom? Because they haven't made a villain from the first one.
Dude,
Yeah.
not
I mean, they
making
already
Venom
have-
would be the
they already
biggest
have-
fucking mistake.
Like everything for Venom. Like they just got to slap the logo on it if he has the logo.
Unless they
Right.
basically release this Venom, the one we got now, knowing that this game is coming and that they can go in production on the next one. But that'd be bullshit if they did that to people.
Well,
I mean,
you know,
I mean,
Leia,
it
we're
wouldn't
gonna
be the
get
first
one
time.
Second,
Wouldn't
too.
be the first time.
Right?
Yeah.
True.
Beskar Mando, baby.
That's why everyone.
You hate to see
dude,
it, Will.
everyone
You
was
hate to see it.
speculating.
Dark side, huh? I mean, Dark side, Anakin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody was speculating that's why this Venom came out so fast. It's because they were amping up for the next one. But I think it's because they were amping up for this.
You think so? Brendan dropped a
Meanwhile,
comment.
It and Harley Quinn are like 2 years late.
I know, right? And Pennywise, dude, he's like
Well,
2.5
yeah,
years.
Pennywise.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's yeah.
I know they're already done with those movies.
I know.
True.
Dude, KG asked Leo, will you be buying Maju case? I think Leo has a bunch already, but are you getting
Yeah,
more?
KG, I have a few already. I don't think I'll be getting more right now. It's just like I said. I mean, as good as they are, there's an expense, and there's also a wait time. I mean, so you're going to be waiting some time once you actually do it, and I think I've kind of got what I want from it, and I have the spacing that will be available for what I want to get next. So, yeah, I probably won't be getting any more. Like I said, if anything, I'm actually getting a custom built shelf for me. So, I don't. Yeah, I'm not going to go down that road anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some Leo eventually, but you're right. The expense right now, I don't. It's not in the budget for me. And if you're gonna order them, you might as well order a bunch at once because you're gonna wait a long time. So if you're gonna put in 5 orders and put them all apart, you're gonna be waiting 6 years for them all. So
Exactly.
like it's just, you might as well save up some money and buy like 5 or 6 of them at once, and then or more. But they are incredible, no doubt about it. I'm gonna get Brendan to help me assemble mine. So because it's gonna be a pain in the ass. But guys, we're on to our final game topic of the night, and this is one that I think is going to be really tough to talk about because I think I'm the only one here that has played the most recent one, the first one. Is that true?
I watched the playthrough.
Oh, you watched the playthrough?
Yeah, I don't like it enough to play it, but I watched it.
Okay, because dude, it's such a good game. Like, you guys have no idea. Like, it really is, like, it's one of my favorite games ever. And you guys know, and I think, Leo, you'll probably be here for this, and anyone else who wants to come on, let me know. The Baldur statue from Prime 1, he's from God of War. Like, that one should be coming soon. I'm going to do a live unboxing. I got all the gear set up. I'm going to be ready for it. So that one is going to be an incredible piece. And trust me, guys, this game really is, like, and seriously, Leo, like, I know you said you're not going to play Last of Us. I'm still going to try to convince you one day. But, like,
Don't
with
do it
God of
now.
War... Well, the first one. Just the first one. Just the first one. Not the
Don't
second.
even do that.
No, do it. Trust me, you'll love it. So this most recent one, though, we've been waiting for an update for a long time about this. So I'll hear your guys' thoughts on it because I'm sure you've probably seen the trailer at least, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like the
Yes.
first one is incredible. Like like I said, gameplay, story, character development, like Kratos and the journey he's been on. I had not even played the other 3 before I played this one, and I was kind of concerned
what the
about
fuck,
that.
bro?
Yeah, because it's totally different. Like it's Norse mythology this time. Like
Yeah.
Kratos still has that backstory, but it's like a totally self-contained story this time. Like it like the rest of the stuff almost has no bearing on this story, like very little at least. So, like, because it's a totally different new gods. It's not Greek. It got Greek gods. in
Yeah,
it.
but like
So,
understanding how he got to where he is and why, and
dude, I didn't even
never
need it
played the
to
other-
connect with this game.
wow.
Yeah. So like basically I did a little bit of research on the back end, but other than that, like I still fell in love with it. But this game, what it's shown with its graphics, with its gameplay and coming up characters, like you're seeing Atreus grow up into, I don't know if I can say it because I don't want to spoil it for you. He's another character. He is someone else, and it's revealed at the end of the game who we all know. And I won't spoil
He says in the new trailer.
That's true, but I didn't want to spoil it for the chat. But
Okay.
he's Loki, by the way, so you know. But so Atreus is Loki, so he wants to find out more about his purpose and his identity and why his name is Loki and like what he's meant to do for Ragnarok. Odin's in this game, Tyr's in this game. I'm convinced Baldur's coming back at some
Dude,
point.
Thick Man Thor, bro.
Thick Man Thor, you see him?
Dude.
He
If
definitely
you
is
thought
thick.
Thor was thick in Endgame, you
Somebody
ain't seen
put
shit, bro.
Somebody put Chris Hemsworth's face.
I
yeah,
haven't seen that.
that shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah,
That's insane.
but seriously, guys, this game is going to be incredible. I don't think we're going to see this from Hot Toys or anything because they didn't touch it the first time. I don't think they're going to touch it again. I think this is going to be more so like a Prime 1 thing. I think this is going to be, NECA. I think this is going to be maybe Mondo again. I would love to see Prime 1 tackle God of War because it is very popular, but they don't really go into video games unless it's Marvel or something, you know? Like they've never done Last of Us. They did Cyberpunk because it's Keanu, but that was it. So, and that wasn't even a great game. So,
Yeah, that game was garbage.
what do you guys think though? Like, Leo, because you haven't played God of War, but did you watch the trailer? Like, what were just your kind of thoughts on it?
Nah, I mean, like I said, it looks great. The thing is, I haven't, like, I picked it up, I played through it, but I never finished it. So, you know, and it lapsed. I mean, timing is always of the essence, but it looks good. Like it looks really, really good, but it's just like, am I gonna know, you know what I mean, what necessary? I mean, the thing is, you don't necessarily have to go, and I'm pretty sure like you'll have like a playthrough, or, you know, a lot of stuff will be explained, but it's just like, you know, I just got to kind of wait and see. But it looks good. It looks great. Like God of War, I mean, it's come on, man. This is a PS gold mine. They're not gonna, you know what I mean, not gonna give us a God of War, especially updated version. But I think it looks phenomenal, man. It looks great.
It looks great. So, Dean, what do you think? Why haven't you connected with God of War? I'm wondering.
I don't know. I just didn't like Kratos and his unquenchable. I mean, like, I get it. Like, his family was murdered, and that's why his skin is that pale, ashy white. That's the ashes of his family that have, like, burned onto his flesh, which is fucking disgusting. But, yeah, like, the gods basically kill his family, and he fucking gets revenge. And if you guys don't know who Kratos is, I don't know. I just never connected with Kratos. I didn't really like him. Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't. I don't know. I couldn't tell you why. I don't know. I just never did. But I played the first game. I want to say I played the second game, and I watched the third and again and the fourth. I never played those. I did play. God, which one was on the PS3? Was that number 3? Maybe I did.
I
play
think
3.
so. Yeah, God of War 3.
I guess I did play 3 because you like rip off what's his head's head. That was a really good fight.
See?
I mean, dude, the fighting in this game is incredible. Games and the scale, like fighting, just titans on screen. You know, like.
Yes.
It really is incredible. And I'm not taking it away. I just, for whatever reason, I never fell in love with the franchise. But objectively, they're fucking cool.
Yeah, crazy.
And these games, again, they don't... I mean, even the trailer of this one does not let down on the scale.
Hell no.
Fucking incredible. I'm sure it will be amazing. Again, I'm super stoked for Thor because they tease him right at the end of the last game. You're like, what? How are you gonna end there? But yeah, it's like he goes from killing all the fucking Roman gods to now all the Norse gods. It's like, dude, like this dude's. When does it end?
He's serious business. It never ends. They'll go to the next mythology, Egyptian mythology next.
Dude. And I'll be there to watch it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool. I'm excited for any God of War fans out there. Yeah, dude, it looks. There's a scene in the trailer where there's this really blue crystal clear water. It looks so beautiful, dude. I'm just like blown away by like how amazing it looks. Because this trailer is also captured on a PS5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it was.
Which always to me is way more impressive when it's captured running live, as opposed to, you know, like I said, like a pre-rendered thing. So this game already looks incredibly amazing. So I'm excited to see how it turns out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's definitely going to be a banger for sure. And it's coming out 2022 sometime. We just don't know when.
Oh wow, that's soon.
Because it was supposed to come out at the end of this year, but then it got delayed. So like we're thinking probably 2022. I'm thinking maybe like mid to late, maybe quarter 3, end of quarter 2, something like that. But we'll see, because I thought Last of Us 2 was coming out a lot sooner than it did. But Zach, what do you think about this trailer?
I think Fat Thor was like all the rage in the groups this week. Everyone was like so excited to have Thor done right. I never got into God of War because I don't have a PlayStation. I've never had a PlayStation since like PS2. So I think it's a cool character. I think there's lots of cool figures and whatnot of from this franchise, but I never got into it. I'll be honest. I am excited though for everyone to be excited. I mean, the trailer looked cool, but I have no connection to this.
Yeah,
I think the last game that came out, I don't remember which it was, but all the memes of how shitty of a dad he was were pretty funny. And like that's the only connection I have to the franchise. There you go, Fat Thor.
That boy, he's a beefy, chunky boy. Because supposedly what they say in the mythology is that he eats like, you know, in like ungodly amounts of food. So like, cause he is Thor, and he just like, and they even talk about it in the first game. They called him fat in the first game, like, you know, and like I think it was Mimir was talking about it. He's the head, like, who kind of advises Kratos and Atreus, and like he was talking about Thor and just how terrible he is and how he's like a fat slob basically. And I love this. I think this is a cool take on the character. So I think this is going to be really exciting.
he looks like a power lifter.
He does, dude. He does. And he shows up like, are you a calm and reasonable person? And then like the comments are incredible. They were like, Kratos, R3, L3, R3. You know, when he does that and he goes into like Spartan rage mode. So I don't think he's a calm and reasonable person. So yeah, this is super exciting. So, and yeah, I honestly cannot wait for this game. And this one I wanted to show you guys because this is what my setup is going to look like from the first game. Let's see here. Here we go. So this is going to be sick because you got Kratos, and you can see Atreus is a lot younger there, right? And Kratos.
Yeah, I was actually shocked that you bring that up. I was shocked at the time difference.
Yeah.
Because Thor shows up at the end of the game, and then in the trailer, it almost seems like pick up right then, but then Atreus is like much older.
Right. Right.
So it's like, what's the time frame of this?
Yeah, I think it's a couple years. So I think it takes place over maybe a couple years later, but I'm not sure because basically the first game like ends sort of as Ragnarok's about to begin, like winter's coming, like pure Game of Thrones style, and they're about to go into Ragnarok, which is like the winter time for them. So it's crazy. And Baldur, as you know, most people know, is not in this game currently, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him show up again just because of what his nature is and what I've learned about Norse mythology. So
he doesn't die.
He does die. He does die in the first game.
I was gonna say, what
but
the
like,
fuck?
but I wouldn't be.
Bitch is so mad at Kratos.
But they have a hell in this universe, and you go there in the first game. So like, and people come in and out of there sometimes. So like, it's like I wouldn't be shocked to see a god return. So we'll see. But I don't think it's going to be about him. It's mostly about Thor this time, and you know, and having Tyr and the other gods in it. But this display is going to be badass. Baldur should be he's shipping from Prime 1 now. I got him from Sideshow, so he should be showing up to Sideshow sometime soon, hopefully. And I'll be able to do a live unboxing, and then Kratos and Atreus will come eventually. I got him coming from Sideshow as well, actually. So because the shipping right now is pretty crazy.
Yep.
So shipping from Prime 1 is pretty ridiculous right now. So as the last topic of tonight, and then we'll move on from this stream. Like, I want to get your guys' thoughts on video games versus, you know, and sorry, video game collectibles is really where I want to go with this. So, like, do you guys have more of a connection to like the characters and the collectibles you own from video games because you spent time like controlling and like living in the character's shoes, or does it really make a difference?
It's a great question.
Like, who wants? I'll start with you, Ox Daddy, because you talked first. Let's go with you.
I mean, yes and no. Like, I was real excited recently. Jazzwares. I mean, I wouldn't know that they're necessarily collectible, but they're figures from Halo Reach. They've been doing a Halo line of figures, and I just got the Noble 6, and I was like, it like made my weekend to have that figure. Did some painting on it, and it came out great. On the other hand, there's like video games that I've watched people play that I've never played that I'll still buy collectibles from. Like the Diva statue down there, that's like a huge fucking like 50-pound statue. I've never played that game, but I've seen people
Overwatch.
play
You
it.
don't even know what
Overwatch,
it's
yeah.
called.
I don't know what the fuck it's called. I just like the character. I like the design, and
Yeah,
the
for
statue
sure.
is fucking beautiful. So I mean, there's certain connections, right? I did buy into a lot of the PS4 Spider-Man stuff, and I never played that game. So I mean, I just collect things that are cool, that I like, and I mean, I don't have as much video game stuff right now in my collection as I used to have, but you know, I certainly at one point or another have collected a ton of video game stuff. You know, especially with like First Forward doing some really great, kind of like budget statues, like at $100, and they're all video game oriented. So yeah, there's a ton of great video game collectibles right now that are really affordable and really high quality.
Yeah, for sure. So, Leia, what do you think about this?
I mean, I honestly, to be quite honest, I mean, after playing Spider-Man, I mean, I'm a Spider-Man fan, so I kind of knew that, you know, once they released the video VGR, you know, figures that I was going to get it. But outside of, you know, just Spider-Man, I mean, like Mass Effect, like those figures are incredible, bro. Like straight up. You know, so it was exactly no brainer. Like those figures, bro, bar none, they don't get as much credit as they should, because them things are incredible, and I'm glad I got them. But it wasn't because the connection or, you know, just because of gameplay. I just think because the figures were cool. It's like cool as shit. Spider-Man, it was just because, you know, just being a fan in general. You know, but there are certain IPs, like for instance that, you know, what's the game again? With Keanu Reeves.
Oh, Cyberpunk. Yeah.
I'm not getting that figure. Number one, I just don't like the way it looks.
No, me either.
And it just I don't have a connection to it, you know, at all. So, you know, I think it would be subjectively for anyone who's interested in it at that point. But I mean, I just like it because the figures look cool as hell. So, you know.
Yeah. The character designs in video games are always cool, and they translate well to figures, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not getting Last of Us. No.
Yeah, you are, dude. Give it some time. Wait till you watch the show on HBO when that drops. That's got Pedro in it.
Huh?
Okay, the first game might be worth going through, but then it's just disappointing after that. It's just
It's
not
true.
good.
It's true,
So-
Dean. Dean, what do you think on this topic?
Yeah, man. I mean, to me, video game characters, I mean, you spend so much more time with them,
Yeah.
you know. And a lot of the times they're making decisions based on what you want to do, right? Because you're controlling their actions. So really, it's like, what makes Commander Shepard so cool? Well, it's because he does what I would do. I like him because I like me, right? Like he represents like the best of what you could be, right? Whereas opposed to like you watch Captain America and he's just like holier than thou. It's like, okay, like he's like the righteous man, like, but almost at like the detriment of him and his friends, you know? Or like Iron Man, he's very I mean, I can't call him selfish because he saves everyone's life, but he just does questionable things. Like, I probably wouldn't do that if I were him. So you can like those things about those characters and find something to connect with. But when it's a video game character and you're spending 60 hours or more with this character and really the character is you, it's hard not to connect to them on like I would say a deeper level. So yeah, it's like, I mean, most of my collection I would say is video game based.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy, Mass Effect, I mean, right there, Resident Evil,
Nier Automata
Call of
2B.
Duty. Yeah, Nier Automata. She's right, 2B.
2B.
Right here. my quarter scale statue. Just and then even my sister, like her room is all video game statues, where they're it's like Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, it's just I think video game characters to me hold a more special place than like movies or whatever.
Yeah. I think I'm with you, Dean. Like, movie characters definitely hold a special place in your heart, but video game characters are just different because, like you said, you spend a lot of time with them, you immerse yourself in their story, like you influence a lot of their decisions. And I think the biggest point is probably just the engagement factor and the time. Like you're spending you're spending 20 to 30 hours with this character instead of 2 hours. And, you can go on a much longer, more grand, more emotional journey with them during that time that you actually took a part in compared to a film where you sat there in the theater for 2.5 hours and ate your popcorn. Like, it's still an amazing experience. Like I can get very emotional talking about, or experiencing a character sort of like Shang-Chi, for example, in Wenwu. And really every character in that film, but like something like Ghost of Tsushima, for example, with Jin Sakai, like that's an emotional up and down journey. Like,
that game is,
dude, it's next
incredible.
level. I mean, that's like it really is. So like, and you guys know I got Prime 1 in order for that one because that one just a absolute must buy. I mean, that Jin Sakai is an incredible character. Like
dude,
he
you
is
got the doctor money, homie.
Nah,
Wow.
bro. I really don't, man. I'm broke AF right now. I can't buy any magic cases, so I can't buy anything right now. But that's why you budget, dude. Every dollar. I told y'all. People have been messaging me about that for real. They told me every dollar is the truth for them, so they've been using it.
There you go.
So for real, it really is. Though. I do feel like video game collectibles are definitely on the rise because video games are taking their place in terms of cinematic and cinematic storytelling. So that I think is something that we're going to see moving forward. We're going to see more companies grabbing these licenses and making things. And Prime 1's making Last of Us. They're making Uncharted. Like they're tackling these Sony licenses. So I wouldn't be. It's Star Wars though. You never know. I don't know who's going to make Revan from the game, but
that's what I was about to go back to Revan. Like, look how. I mean, that game. How old's that game? 1999.
Yeah, it's pretty old. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's still in all of our hearts. Like how fucking incredible and epic that story and
2003
is for that character.
2000. Yeah.
Like, holy shit! Like that's a testament to not only the writing but like the character. Like,
yeah.
Because that's you. Like it's part of your journey as well, not just Revan's. Like.
Yeah,
it's incredible. Like I said, video game characters are just a cut above.
Yeah, Gilbert makes a great point too. Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn, also a great character. I really like that game too. I'll probably play the second one. I really enjoyed it. That Prime 1 statue, Gilbert, pick that up if you love Aloy because that thing is a beauty.
I think everybody should own at least one Prime 1 statue.
It's an experience. I got Justin into it.
I got mine
too.
on wrap.
Yeah?
What'd you get, Zach?
Congratulations.
The Black Swordsman. Well, no, I haven't paid it off yet, but I'm working with a local guy. He's like, dude, take your time. I don't want to deal with shipping this 100-pound fucking 2 boxes. But it's the Black Swordsman from Berserk, and it's fucking huge.
Is that a quarter scale?
It's quarter scale, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I pull up this Diva statue real quick? It's so fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
dude, absolutely. We can
Hang on,
share
let
it
me
real
find
quick.
a good picture real quick.
Yeah, and I agreed. Night Event said I'd be down for a 160R Revan by Hot Toys. I'm with you guys. I think the Hot Toys will make it. I do. I am hopeful for a Hot Toys Revan. I think he's just such a unique, cool character that I think Hot Toys and Howard Chan being a being a Star Wars fan that he is, the big Star Wars fan, he'd be like, look, I like Revan. You guys like Revan. Let's make it happen. Like I think he'll do it. And
if he's willing to cater to this market and not just that market, like
but he did pump out a lot of Mando stuff.
Yeah.
So true. I mean, so. We'll see. But so, Zach, do you have that statue pulled up? Because if you share it, I can pull it to the screen.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's like really not expensive at all, actually.
Is it Prime 1?
Looked it up. No, it's by
it's by them, isn't it?
Yeah, it's super cheap, but it's fucking beautiful.
Have you got? Yeah. Let's see. Let's add it. Oh, that's really cool.
And it's like 50 pounds.
Wow.
Super.
Oh,
heavy.
so it's a Blizzard statue. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Because dude, have you seen their Lich
paint
King?
and the? No, I haven't.
The World of Warcraft one. That's really nice.
It's on sale too. It's only $330.
They make good stuff there. I mean, and maybe they'll let you use the promo code too. So
I know. I'm gonna check it out. Buy a second one. Shit.
yeah. See, there you go. But yeah, I'm just excited for the future of what collectibles and video games hold. I mean, like, there's so much potential there. And these announcements we got, I know, got everyone excited for the future of what gaming is going to be, and then, you know, what the collectibles that we're going to get as collectors for it. So as we wrap things up, let's just kind of talk about what's going on for everyone else coming up in the future. So I'll start with you, Zach. Like, what's coming up for Collecting Weekly over the next, like, week or so?
We have... Let me think. We have unboxing tomorrow. John's unboxing the Scarface. I think it's from Blitzway.
Oh,
Don't quote me
okay.
on that. So that's that. And then Tuesday, we're doing CW. It's kind of a slow week, so I'm hoping some things get announced or released to kind of make up some time. Wednesday, we have After Dark. And then Thursday is Small Talk, so that'll be exciting. And then Friday, we have In and Outs of Collecting. So be doing some statue talk there. And that's going to be a pretty good week.
Nice. So, Dean, anything else you want to announce other than that?
I think we're still working on the name and stuff, but actually, you know what? No, I'll hold off on that.
Damn, you're going to tease us like that.
I'll tell you, but
All right.
I won't
Just
tell
tell
the
me.
stream.
Once the stream ends.
Yeah, there we go. Leo, what's coming up, man? I know you got a giveaway going on.
Yeah. So we got a giveaway going on with the Diamond Select Grogu and co-pilot chair or co-pilot seat, and that's courtesy of Collector Zone. So yeah, once we reach 1,000 subs, that will be given away. One of the stipulations, or a couple of the stipulations, are, like I said, if you're a member, if you're already a member and you recommend someone, if you haven't signed up already, you sign up, and also you have to subscribe to Collector Zone Cantina. So that's one of the things, or the stipulations as well. But yeah, that's coming up. Like I said, once we reach 1,000 subs, it can be announced on any of the shows. Like tomorrow night will be comic book talk with friends. We're going to discuss some of the recaps on the current episodes of What If. That'll be around 9:15. So we're just going to actually just talk about those particular shows that are coming. Later on this week, possibly do one other show, and that's just on some of the releases. Talk about what's up and coming. Still working out a couple of different things on a special guest that we'll probably have either this week or the following week. We don't know yet, but we'll see. We'll work that out. But if not, like I said, I'll still do just a show on some of the new releases and upcoming releases, and just having a chat here and there. I'm gonna probably try to keep it at least 2 this week because I'm just tired, man.
Yeah, that's how I feel too, man.
Yeah,
I think we all
beat
are.
down, man. So yeah, that's mainly like just 2 this week so far. So
Yeah.
again, if you haven't already subscribed, do subscribe to the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube channel. And again, I'll also have another Take Your Position this week on a particular figure that I'm going to select. I'll let everybody know. I'll just put it up whenever it's available. But yeah, that's just mainly it right now, man.
That's amazing, man. That's some big things in the works for all you guys. So I'm really excited to see all of it. So for me, there's definitely going to be more streams coming every Sunday, hopefully. I'm going to try to keep this pretty regular. And I kind of like keeping them short and sweet. We do like hour and a half, even less sometimes. And keeping it to that level, I think, is really just good because it keeps people's attention, and you're not here all night, so that's good. Especially with all of us, we have so much going on. So, but there'll be some topics every Sunday to discuss. Some will be longer than others, but be on the lookout for more reviews from me for movies, more video essays. I'm going to be doing another one soon. I got unboxings live that are going to be done, Prime 1 statues mostly, and then maybe some figures here and there. Like maybe we'll do a Pennywise one. Maybe. I know.
Are we going to do a live stream from Olive Garden?
We could.
Okay.
I mean, if we go to Star Wars Celebration, we're definitely going to Olive Garden because we need like a group picture, like entitled "The Last Supper." I've already thought of this. It's gonna be perfect.
Who would be Judas? Wait, no, that all
probably
started
probably
drama.
Ryan, or Brendan.
That's great.
So we should go. But so that kind of stuff I'm really excited about. And obviously Figures and Flicks I do with Justin's Collection every Tuesday. So those drop every Friday, usually I think. So they're on Spotify and Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. Leo and I think we'll be on Justin's on Tuesday.
I think so.
Yeah, we normally are. So we'll do that. And other than that, we'll do some gaming streams too. So Leo, if any of you guys want to join us, Need a PS4 or a PS5, but we're gonna be playing some Call of Duty. So
Okay.
I got a new headset. I got
Dude.
the new PlayStation headset.
Sign me up, bro.
You want to play, Dean? You want to stream with us?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because Optical and I did Last of Us the other night. Leal was tuning in. It was pretty fun. So Optical and I were getting destroyed, but it was still fun. So we're gonna play Call of Duty, and yeah, it's gonna be a blast. So I just gotta get Call of Duty because I forgot to buy it earlier.
Wait, which
So,
Call of Duty? Warzone?
I think it's Cold War, right? The new one.
Yeah, it's the newest one, but Warzone's where it's at, bro.
Okay, because I need to talk to Optical. Told me to buy
Warzone's
Cold
free,
War.
by the way.
What is?
Warzone is
Warzone.
free.
Oh, Warzone's free.
That's the battle royale where you jump in and fight everybody.
Okay, well maybe we'll play that.
Unless
then.
you
I don't
just
know.
want to do multiplayer.
Yeah, well, we got to figure something out because I was looking up on eBay Call of Duty Cold War, and it was like maybe like $30-$40, something like that. It was
Yeah, it's-
discounted. So
It's not very expensive.
no, so it's
Because
not
the new
bad.
one's coming out, Vanguard.
Okay. But yeah, Lynch Design, thanks for the great stream. As always, hit the like button. Thank you. Absolutely, guys.
Definitely,
Hit the
man.
like button. Thanks for the stream, Shaz Verdon. All right, guys. So I think that's a wrap for us. We hit some serious topics tonight. There's a lot of video game news, and we covered a lot of great stuff. So, yeah, thank you to my amazing panel. They're amazing. They're attractive. They love to mingle. They're not single, all of them. So just for the record, Toya knows now if she's still watching. Leia was officially not single. So I don't,
Get me kicked out the house.
I don't want to put that evil on him.
I'm just
so.
going over. I'm just gonna be standing behind Oxfather.
Yeah, there you go.
You have like a cot right behind him, bro.
That's what you got to do. But all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I think that is a wrap for Collectors Mingle episode 2. We are out of here.